Visit us on onestepenglish.com. Listening. Directions in listening section, you will hear monologues, dialogues, and academic talks.
Making a leaf print. In the fall, what can you do with a pile of leaves? One thing you can do is make a leaf print. Look through the pile of a large leaf that is not ripped. To make a leaf print, you first take the large leaf and dry it well. Then, pour some colored paint into a pie pan. Next, roll a roller in the paint. After that, roll the roller on one side of the leaf. When the leaf is covered with paint, press it onto a sheet of paper. Press straight down. Try not to push the leaf across the paper at all. Finally, lift the leaf off the paper. Be careful when you lift the leaf. You must lift it straight up. Now look at your leaf print. What do you see? Does it look like the leaf?
Number 1. What can we do with a pile of leaves according from the story?
Letter A. We can make it as fertilizer.
Letter B. We can make a leaf print.
Letter C. We can make a decoration out of it.
The correct answer is, letter B. We can make a leaf print.
Number 2. What is the first step in making a leaf print?
Letter A. Take a leaf and dry it well.
Letter B. Get paint and a roller.
Letter C. Roll a roller in the paint.
The correct answer is, letter A. The first step in making a leaf print is to take a leaf and dry it well.
Number 3. Why should we not push the leaf across the paper?
Letter A. To avoid the leaf print from getting smudge.
Letter B. To let the paint dry on a sheet of paper.
Letter C. To measure the right angle.
The correct answer is, letter A. We should not push the leaf across the paper to avoid the leaf print from getting smudged.
Reading section.
In this section, you will be required to read 2 passages on varying topics. After each passage, you will answer questions to test your ability to understand vocabulary, writer's point of view, factual information and sentence structures.
Reading number 1. An excerpt for Zinc air batteries are typically single-use. A new design could change that by Maria Timming. Source: www.sciencenews.org.
Number 1. Why is it better to use Zinc Air batteries than any other batteries?
Letter A. It is the trending battery in today's generation.
Letter B. It is safer than other batteries.
Letter C. It is higher in volt.
The correct answer is letter B. It's better to use Zinc Air batteries than any other batteries because it is safer than other batteries.
Number 2. What is the problem of the Zinc Air batteries according to Wei Sun?
Letter A. Zinc Air batteries will cost you a lot of money.
Letter B. It is hard to find Zinc Air in the market.
Letter C. The reaction of the Zinc Air is not very reversible.
The correct answer is letter C. The problem is, the reaction of the Zinc Air is not very reversible.
Number 3. What did Sun and his colleagues do to solve the problem?
Letter A. They built a Zinc Air battery using a new electrolyte that contains water-repellent ions.
Letter B. They restocked Zinc Air batteries on markets.
Letter C. They made different kinds of Zinc Air batteries.
The correct answer is letter A. They built a Zinc Air battery using a new electrolyte that contains water-repellent ions. Reading number 2. An excerpt from What Do We Lose When We Connect in a Two-Dimensional World? By Elizabeth A. Siegel, Ph.D. Source: www.psychologytoday.com.
Number 1. What will happen as we lose context?
Letter A. The loss of it can compromise our abilities to engage in the components that make up the full array of interpersonal and social empathy.
Letter B. The loss of context make us not connect to the other world.
Letter C. The loss of context will make us invisible to everything we do.
The correct answer is letter A. The loss of it can compromise our abilities to engage in the components that make up the full array of interpersonal and social empathy.
Number 2. What is the importance of context?
Letter B. It helps us to place the other person in their world and stay in ours.
Letter A. It helps us connect with every people we meet.
Letter C. It helps us become good in listening to other people.
The correct answer is letter B. Context is important because it helps us to place the other person in their world and stay in ours.
You've reached the mid part of the video. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe.
Colleague. Noun: co-worker, fellow worker or professional.
Example: Sandra is my colleague.
Context. Noun: interrelated conditions of ideas, events and circumstances.
Example: Can you explain the meaning of this word from its context?
Dimension. Noun, measurements such as length, height and depth.
Example. A square has 2 dimensions.
Flammable. Adjective, easy to burn or set on fire.
Example. They removed all flammable materials in our building.
Potential. Adjective, showing or expressing capability and possibility.
Example. He has great potential as a singer. Let's have a quick test on vocab section.
Number 1. We need to observe distance from blank materials. Adjective, easy to burn or set on fire.
Letter A. Colleague. Letter B. Context. Letter C. Dimension. Letter D. Flammable. Letter E. Potential.
The correct answer is, letter D. We need to observe distance from flammable materials.
Number 2. The professor did not accept the research paper because it is out of blank. Noun, interrelated conditions of ideas, events and circumstances.
Letter A. Colleague. Letter B. Context. Letter C. Dimension. Letter D. Flammable. Letter E. Potential.
The correct answer is, letter B. The professor did not accept the research paper because it is out of context.
Number 3. Every kid is a blank professional. Adjective, showing or expressing capability and possibility.
Letter A. Colleague. Letter B. Context. Letter C. Dimension. Letter D. Flammable. Letter E. Potential.
The correct answer is, letter E. Every kid is a potential professional.
Number 4. I will meet with my former blank on Sunday. Noun, coworker, fellow worker or professional.
Letter A. Colleague. Letter B. Context. Letter C. Dimension. Letter D. Flammable. Letter E. Potential.
The correct answer is, letter A. I will meet with my former colleague on Sunday.
Number 5. I forgot to mention with Sarah the other blank for our project. Noun, measurements such as length, height and depth.
Letter A. Colleague. Letter B. Context. Letter C. Dimension. Letter D. Flammable. Letter E. Potential.
The correct answer is, letter C. I forgot to mention with Sarah the other dimension for our project.
Speaking section.
Pick a quote that describes a lot about you, and explain why you connect with it.
The inspirational quote that I always love ever since when I was young is, "No mountain is too high to climb, if you trust and believe in yourself." This quote helped and keeps helping me in life. This serves as my reminder that I need to believe in myself so I can achieve what I am pursuing. When I am down, it is reminding me that I need to pick myself up and try again, because when a person is climbing something, it's not 100% sure that he or she will make it to the top for the first try, but he or she needs to repeat it again in order to succeed. Moreover, we cannot climb into a certain spot if we do not believe in ourselves. Believing in ourselves is the first step in everything, because if not, it is possible to get what we are aiming for. And believing in ourselves is like saying that, I can make it through the end because I know myself.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Visit us on onestepenglish.com.